Hey guys, what's going on here? That's right, Seattle today. Today we're going to be talking about the Mariners and how they've been playing the last couple of weeks since the trade deadline. Sorry I haven't been doing videos, I've been busy, and the Mariners haven't really done a lot. I was hoping for some more trades, but we'll talk about those trades in a minute. The Mariners. There's a shot. There is a shot this team makes the playoffs. I'm gonna go back to the trade deadline, and I mean when we traded Kendall Graveman, go check that video out. I wasn't happy, and I'm gonna look back on it now, and I'm still not happy about it, but I'm not mad about it anymore. Abraham Toro is the reason why I'm not mad about it anymore. Abraham Toro has been raking the last couple of days, or not last couple of weeks. It was yesterday that it was the first time he didn't get on base in a Mariners uniform. He's been an on-base machine here in Seattle, and I mean the first game he wore a uniform, he hit a home run in his first at bat. So he's actually looking he's looking really promising. Kendall Graveman's still dealing in Houston, but Seawald has stepped it up, and I totally believe that our bullpen's still very strong. But the first couple of days after the trade deadline, the Mariners weren't looking too strong. 2 blown saves by Diego Castillo in his Mariners debuts. After, it was kind of just like an emergency, desperation kind of throw up, and trying to get a good reliever. And I mean, he's settled down now. It might have just been a new team, new setting. He's settled down now. But man, are these Mariners looking strong? They're 8-2. I'm pretty sure they're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They're 7-2 in the last 9. They're playing good baseball right now. And with a lot of games having against the Athletics, we got to take advantages of those easy teams that we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing this series with the Royals, and I'm going to be at one of those games. So I hope I can get maybe a lot more info there. And against the D-backs, those are games we have to win if we want to make the playoffs. We are 3 games back of the playoffs now, and I'm gonna be honest, Mariners fans, and honestly anyone who wants to see the Mariners in the playoffs. So like anyone who has a crappy team that won't make the playoffs but are rooting for the Mariners, root for the Yankees. Even if you're like an Orioles fan, root for those Yankees, because the Yankees are going to be playing the Red Sox and the Blue Jays quite a bit, I think. And those are 2 teams that we need to lose, especially the Red Sox, if we want to make these playoffs. And it's very exciting to see these Mariners win some games. We're only 5.5 games back of the for the first place in our division. Do I think Astros are gonna let that up? No, but if they do, and holy crap, we don't have any more games against the Astros. But if we somehow pulled off a miracle and got first place, that would be amazing. But we're looking at a wild card. And we're going to be playing the Yankees away at Yankee Stadium if we make the playoffs, unless we get first place in our division, and that's not looking too strong. But we don't need to worry about the Yankees right now. We who we need to worry about? We need to worry about these Athletics and Red Sox. We're ahead of the Blue Jays, so I mean, unless they start winning ball games again, we don't need to worry about them right now. But the Red Sox, they're 4-6 in their last 10. They've been playing some pretty bad baseball as of late. They were first place, and then as soon as the Rays took that first place in the AL East, they haven't looked the same. And I think this is where the Mariners take advantage of that and strive to win some games. We gotta win the games. We gotta win this last game at Texas. We're gonna need to win that game. It's a 110 game. Was it 110 or is it 11-10? It was an early game. We gotta win that. We gotta sweep this series. We're done with Texas, and let's hope the A's lose, and that brings us to 2 games back of if the Red Sox lose, 2 games back of a wild card spot. So I'm gonna go more in depth on some of the players that have been playing very hot recently. First off, obviously Abraham Toro. I was talking about him for a little bit. His just time in Seattle. We're not gonna say the 35 games in Houston he played in this year. In 19 games, he has been batting .324 with a .418 on base percentage and batting .529, and with an OPS of .947. He's been pretty good. It's definitely exciting to see Abraham Toro play well, but this might just be a short stint and it's just a teaser. But I do believe that he can thrive, and he might, he's our everyday second baseman now. He could be potentially one of the best players, not just in the regular season, but in the postseason. He might be a big piece to that postseason team if we can make it. Another guy who's been really hot, and no one's actually talking about him at all. It's my boy, Kyle Seager. Holy crap. The average doesn't stand out. The average definitely doesn't stand out this year. He's only batting .215. But his on base is almost 300, which is not bad. And he's also hitting for some power with 26 home runs, and he's only 4 away from tying his season high of 30 back in 2016. Seager also looking for that first 100 RBI season, which I think he can get to if he continues on this path. I don't see any issues with Seager. You got a really good glove there. You got, good glove, and you got some solid power. I do see him being a very good piece, especially if we make it in the playoffs. The thing is, though, will we release him in the offseason? I'll probably make a video about that at the end of the year on Seager and what we're going to do with him. But he's looking strong. He's a veteran player, and this is what we need him to do, produce and get some RBIs. And I'm going to name one more guy specifically, and then I'll get into some guys who've been looking pretty strong. And the boy I'm talking about here is Jared Kelenic. He is finally getting comfortable in the MLB. He's now in his full season batting .151. I know, but in his last I think I saw him. He was hitting 250 or something? His last stretch in the MLB. And, yeah. The man's been raking. Yeah, but Kelenic is definitely raking. And he's not, I'm saying he's not raking, but he's been performing at a level I was actually hoping to see at the beginning of his career. But if he's showing it now, he's definitely getting better, and he's definitely having a better eye. His on base is 250 basically, and I think he's gonna get better as time goes on. And the last couple of games, he's been showing off that glove a little bit. And just some notable guys, just to keep a note, Logan Gilbert has been pitching phenomenal. Had a little shaky start a couple of days ago against the Blue Jays, but don't worry about him. J.P. Crawford, another guy, has been showing off a glove. Gold Glover. And, the bat has been really coming along this year. And Kyle Lewis is coming back. I'll talk about more about him in a minute. Tyler Anderson. His game yesterday against the Rangers, phenomenal. My man is actually showing he can actually be a big league pitcher. Mitch Haniger, another big guy. But basically, this team has the depth. And I could see him going a long way. Back to Kyle Lewis. Lewis, after, his short little stint after his injury, you probably play center and you move Kelnick to left. But he's only played in 36 games this year. He's batting .246, 5 home runs, on base percentage of .333 and .392. He should be coming back though next year. Or not next year, next month. And I'm excited. I think he's gonna be a big piece. He's like getting a huge piece back. He's gonna give you that power. He's gonna give you all that. I thought he was gonna be our future center fielder. It isn't really looking like it anymore. It is age. This is his age 25 season. But he could still be good. He could still be good. So I believe if everything goes right, I think the Mariners can easily pull away with the second wildcard spot and probably play the Yankees in the wildcard round. And I'm excited to see what this team can do. This is See Us Rise Seattle. Make sure to like and subscribe to help the algorithm. That's gonna really need to that will really help me. And if you want to see more videos like this, I mean my last video popped off for 700 views. A lot of stuff I like to see. So make sure, and if you have any friends who are Mariners fans, make sure to share them or share your friends with this account. Maybe they could get some good information about some players if they're not super into in depth, but want to get a little bit of an inside. Just make sure to tell them to check out this channel, and have a great rest of your night or day.